hotel room here. That was a major building in the presidential palace opposite three major buildings. Four, Tom, hit a mile away from us. You'll see the pictures now. There's considerable smoke. There were four buildings, two of them prized possessions of President Saddam Hussein, Tom. Again, more on that area. Again, the blast hitting us in the room here. We have our camera tied down. We figured it'd be something like this. Seems like cruise missiles probably, Tom, because there's no sounds of aircraft. The sky now black with smoke in front of us. Just across the Tigris River here. Violent explosion. More. The sky lit up, Tom. Huge explosions. Blowing apart the prized presidential compound of Saddam Hussein. Many of his major administrative buildings going up in smoke and fire, Tom. Again, another. Just disintegrating. Bigger than the Gulf War, Tom, the first Gulf War. Much bigger, these explosions. This is shock and awe, Tom, to the population of Baghdad. Shock and awe, indeed. Hello, Tom. Come in, please. Well, I think you're seeing the pictures on black smoke across a 2-mile area that we can see. Now, we had a ringside view of right in front of us, these major buildings. Secondary explosions, more coming in. Maybe there's secondary explosions. President herself, quite possibly a similar scene in the rest of the palace, but we don't have any vision of that. But right in front of us, at least 10 major buildings destroyed, Tom, in the course of about 2 minutes. An amazing sight. Just like out of an action movie, but this is real. This is real. This is shock and awe, Tom. Back to you. I'll let you hear it, Tom. I'll let you. These explosions are continuing. Is being taken out, Tom, to the south of us. Other buildings, at least 40 cruise missiles have come in at this point. One building after another going down, Tom.
نعم شكر إلى أرسلت النيران ما زالت تتصاعد من المواقع التي قصفت.
And so is our crew here, particularly our cameraman, Patrick Cox. Back to you, Tom.
Okay, great.
هنا مصور كثافة نارية هائلة للانفجارات تتواصل في توقيت واحد وما زالت
We've been listening to Peter Arnett and his conversation with Tom Brokaw. We continue to see explosions. This should accelerate the negotiations. General Downing, what is this we're seeing? It's obviously conventional warheads, but...
Well, I tell you, Tom, those are some of the largest conventional explosions that I've seen.
The main palace building, the main edifice of Saddam Hussein, the palace with huge busts of him, 10 of them around the building, gone up totally in smoke. Just all gone away, Tom. Just blown apart. Should we, but wait a minute, this is still on. What is the palace? Let's see it.
Now it's all along the edge of town.
Is that the palace? Okay, let's do it.
This is, it's a little bit unfair because I don't think Peter knows we can hear Peter, but he's talking about obviously one of the presidential palaces, and now they are striking piecemeal targets on the edge of town. Absolutely awesome display of military power. General, is your hunch that these are all cruise missiles, or do these belong to bombers? Are these all cruise missiles, or do these belong to bombers?
I think some of these may well be.
What are we doing, Charles? Excuse me if you're tuning in here. We have pictures of the main palace floating. We're trying to feed that, but as we're doing that, further north along the Tigris in the region of the Information Ministry, a whole cluster of special operations buildings, also going up this point. Huge explosion. This whole riverbank is being transformed as we watch it. The whole riverbank being transformed.
But Brian, these explosions I think are much larger than what a cruise missile can carry. So I think we're looking here at some fairly heavy ordnance that are carried by fixed-wing aircraft, manned aircraft.
So how heavy, since we've all had a lesson in...
I'll tell you, I saw that one plume was mushroom-shaped. It was not a nuclear weapon, but to get a mushroom-shaped cloud like that, I mean, I think it's 2,000 pounds or in excess of 2,000 pounds. It's a very, very large bomb.
We are looking now at the after effects of an incredible bombing campaign that evidently has picked apart piece by piece, building by building, and from seeing these flashes, it continues to all the way down the Tigris River, the entire complex of buildings carefully constructed by Saddam Hussein. Peter Arnett was describing the ornate palaces that are now just dust. Look at the fires burning in Baghdad, Iraq. This is shock and awe, an expression that first surfaced months ago. It was a leak from a Pentagon official to the news media. We want to create shock and awe, get their attention, let them know we mean business, regime change, no more weapons of mass destruction. And look at the cloud this has produced tonight. It has certainly done that. You have to, looking on this scene, hope that any innocents were well away from this region. General?
You know, Brian, one thing I think that's interesting about the targets from what, Peter has been reporting is that they are all official government buildings. They are all palaces. They are all places where the average Iraqi citizen would not be expected to dwell, to take shelter. So,